Speaker. Hi, Periscopers. Sorry I'm a minute late. Kathy Dunn's joining. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Sade. Hey, y'all. How you doing? I am Periscoping live from Chicago. Good to see y'all tonight. Hi, babe. Well, hello, Foxy Charlie. Hi, Kim. Hey, guys. Hi, Wendy. Thanks for joining me all the way in California. I know I can count on you and Claire Bear. I love you, love ya. Y'all, I hope I've got some businessmen or businesswomen. Hey, my cousin Lynette from California is joining. That is awesome. Oh, from Florida? Okay, Kenneth, good to see you. I don't know if I have any businessmen or businesswomen on tonight. Hi, Felipe. Oh, Felipe, you're going to love this because stay on the whole time. A friend of mine is here getting trained with me, watching me from the first time. Oh, good, from Jim Bob. Awesome, I love Jim Bob. Aw, thanks. So yes, I'm glad you're at the airport, Felipe. I hope you get to stay on for the whole show. A friend of mine, Gerald Blackman, is an executive, and he is using EQ in his company, and it's making a huge difference. Almost leaving with my mom. All right, cool. So we're talking about EQ in the workplace tonight. So I know that is valuable information for all of you, including you, honey. We got to learn about EQ to improve trig. Okay, so are y'all ready to learn? Do I have any executives in my audience tonight? Hey, by the way, thank y'all for the hearts. Keep sending the hearts. And if you know executives that you'd like to share this with, just swipe up and down for to share, and then hit the share, and that will just share it with your friends, so you can invite people. Oh, you're watching from Felipe's phone. Okay, cool. And then if you're on an Android, just swipe to the right or left and click share so that you can share this broadcast with people. But we're talking about EQ, and y'all, it is so important, emotional intelligence, and it is so important in the workplace. And if you are an executive and you have an opportunity to influence the people around you, well, if you're an executive, you are influencing the people around you. If you have an opportunity to do hiring, y'all need to learn about EQ so that you can make sure that you're hiring people, not with just high IQ, but also with a high EQ, with high emotional intelligence. It apparently makes all of the difference. So that's what we've been learning about all week this week. Read a great article today about primal leadership from Daniel Goleman, and realizing the power of emotional intelligence from the Harvard Business Press. And y'all, here's what this article is telling us about. Primal leadership is just proving the very important role that executives and CEOs have for how their mood affects the rest of their company. So as business executives, it's very important that their mood sets the tone for the entire staff. Everybody is looking to y'all for the mood. And as you set the mood, that affects your whole business. And if you are staying positive, and if you are really being authentic with your employees, then it's gonna make a difference. And the bottom line of your company, be more successful. Okay, Gerald, come on, pull up a little chair right here. Okay, here. This is Gerald Blackman. Da-da-da!
This is far too nerve-wracking for me.
No, it's not here. You want to sit here?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Okay, pull up a chair. Okay, talk to everybody. Tell us, how is EQ making a difference in your company?
EQ is making a huge difference in our company because that's how we recruit and start looking for talent.
I'm getting you closer. And?
It has been proven that 90% of the folks that we have that have a positive EQ are over-delivering on the numbers. And that for those folks that are below EQ or negative EQ, they tend to have a difficult time making the numbers. So forget what we know about the sales process, forget about their DISC profiles or any of their personality profiles. It's all about their mindset and how they adapt and are able to have emotional intelligence in dealing with their customers as well as coworkers. So
in case y'all don't know what emotional intelligence is, that is the ability to understand yourself and to see yourself, help me out, to see yourself the way other people see you. So it's a way of handling your emotions. So first of all, you've got your self-awareness and then your self-management, right?
Yeah, social awareness and then relationship management.
Exactly. Social awareness and relationship management. So if you guys understand this is how you can improve the bottom line of your company. Okay, so as an executive, how is your mood going to affect the people that work for you? Drastically.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the most exciting pieces is learning how to cope and deal with different employees. It's not just a personality difference. They may have a difference in their values, their beliefs, just how they go to market. And rather than be frustrated as a manager or a leader in the organization, the challenge is how do you adapt your personality to be able to be socially aware enough to deal with the differences, because it's more about how we adapt ourselves to work with that employee than it is just be frustrated and ignore it or walk away from it. So it will definitely deliver a much different result.
And the CEO disease is if you as CEOs have no idea how your mood affects your employees, and you have no idea about what your employees really think of you and if they can relate to you. Sometimes your employees are afraid of you. Sometimes your employees don't want to tell you the whole truth because they're afraid of your reaction, or they just don't feel like they have a relationship with you because you're not very relational with them. So, so as an executive, it's super important to raise your own EQ, right?
Yes, it is. And the one biggest mistake we make as managers or executives in any organization is we hire based on IQ, their intelligence level, but we fire them because they can't get along with anybody because they have low EQs. So forget what we know about everything else. It's the number one way to find and recruit and maintain talent in the organization, because if we hire people with higher EQs, turnover drops, profits go up, and everybody's a lot happier.
Exactly. So y'all have to figure out how to bridge the gap between your ideal self and your real self. Tell my mom about the company that you work for. That's what she just asked.
Well, I work for Compass Group, so we are the world's largest food service contractor. So we do food service for the Emmys, the Grammys, the Masters, Kentucky Derby, sporting arenas, healthcare facilities, all, oh, hello from Russia.
Yeah.
So we feed
probably
people
in Russia too, huh?
87 different countries. So we are the 12th largest employer in the world.
Exactly. And your title is?
I'm the Regional Vice President of Sales for the Central U.S.
So he travels all the time. And his EQ is going up every single day. His EQ is being amazing. Okay, y'all, a few tips to raise your EQ. You need to ask yourself, who do I want to be? Who do I want to be? Okay, who am I now? By the way, Kim, come over here and tell everybody hi so that they know that I'm not here along with Gerald in the hotel room. Oh, there she is.
Okay, hi.
That's Gerald's wife. We're all here hanging out. Who am I now? That's your second question. Who do I want to be? Who am I now? Right? Y'all got that? Those two questions? How do I get from here to there? Y'all need to self-evaluate. Ask yourself these questions. This is part of learning about yourself. Don't be afraid to ask other people about you. Number 4, how do I make change stick? To make change stick, y'all, you have to practice over and over and over and over again, because you can retrain your brain to not react emotionally to situations. You can retrain your brain. What is that? That you can be a neuroplastician. That's what it is, right?
I'm glad you said it, not
To retrain your brain. Practice makes permanent. Exactly. To retrain your brain to not have road rage. We've been talking about that because road rage is a sign of low EQ, right?
Yeah, why do you point?
I'm not, because
Kelly already pointed at me the other day when we talked about road rage. I have a tendency to have to look at the other driver to find out what in the world they were thinking when they were driving 30 miles an hour down the highway, or when they just cut over in front of me in the last minute. Yes, I have to look over, and my wife gets very frustrated and looks at me and says, "They can't hear you, only I can hear you." So that will be one of the things that I work on with my EQ, is not looking at that car when I drive past and trying to figure out why in the world is that person driving the way they drive, because it certainly doesn't suit my needs.
And I bet, y'all, this is what they were telling us this week, is if we give ourselves permission to have a right to road rage, we're actually letting ourselves get away with a really bad habit of reacting emotionally to situations. Because what we want to do is we want to respond rationally instead of emotionally, and that's what the self-management is about. And the more you do that, the better you get at it. So over and over and over again, you just pick one little skill like I talked about earlier today, and you can check out my the replay for that. And by the way, thank y'all for the people who are watching on the replay. You needed this tonight? Oh, good. So don't think that you've got a right to just fly off the handle and to be all crazy when you're getting all emotional. So Lynette, here's the way emotional intelligence works is, yeah, right, I'm on the spot, right? Is we have to take our thinking, which anytime we have like a trigger, it comes up through the back of our brain, like a above our spinal cord here. It comes first through our feeling part, our limbic brain, and then we need to wait and let it travel to the front of our brain to the place where we are being rational and reasonable so that we're not flying off the handle every time a situation occurs or a stimulus occurs that's going to make us all crazy, and that's not going to help y'all in driving carefully, and it's not going to help you in running your companies either. So we are more successful in relationships with our family and with our employees and with our customers and with everybody, our neighbors, when we learn to control those impulses and to respond instead of reacting. So anyway, we will continue to talk more about this tomorrow at noon and 9. Will I be able to be on at 9?
8:35.
Noon, and then a little bit early tomorrow night because I'll be getting on a plane to go back home. But anyway, thank you all for this conversation about emotional intelligence. I'm going to hold up the book that we have been studying from this week. So here's the book. So y'all can get the book and learn more about it. It is going to benefit you tremendously. No more excuses, y'all. It's time to grow up. We got to be mature and emotionally intelligent because I know that all y'all already have a really high IQ. Now you just have to add the high EQ so that you've really got that recipe for success, okay? So y'all have a great night. Have a good night's sleep. Bye from all over the world. Bye from Chicago. Love y'all. You take care. Bye.